As an officer, start strong. When you register to take Army ROTC course electives, you'll be on the path to leadership. You'll also learn lessons that go beyond the classroom. And as an Army ROTC cadet, you may be eligible for full tuition scholarship and a monthly allowance of up to $500. When you graduate and complete Army ROTC, you will leave ready to lead as an officer in the U.S. Army, Army Reserve, or Army National Guard. To find out more, visit your Army ROTC representative. Contact Army ROTC San Bernardino at 909-537-5533 or visit armyrotc.csusb.edu for more information. There's Strong, and then there's Army Strong, paid for by the United States Army.
Welcome back to My Awesome Empire. As we close our program today, we introduce you to 10-year-old Jordan.
I go to Salinas Elementary. My teacher's name is Mr. Bashirs. He believes in me a lot, and Mr. Bashirs is always encouraging me, pushing me to be a better student. That's how I stretch myself, I come up with ideas. And Mr. B just is so happy because I came up with good ideas. When you have a great teacher, they're nice, they teach you all the things you need to know, and they help you in life. When I grow up, I'm thinking I want to be a doctor. My name is Jordan. I've had good teachers. I'm going to be somebody great.
Thanks, Jordan, and thank you for joining us today for My Awesome Empire. Produced entirely by students at Cal State San Bernardino who love to tell the stories of the Inland Empire. Do you know of an incredible teenager who should be recognized? Do you know an extraordinary business owner, volunteer, or grandma? We'd love to hear about them. Write to us, My Awesome Empire at csusb.edu. Thanks to student producer co-hosts Chris Ortiz and Aaron Campbell, and chief production engineer Arnold Robles. Finally, some music in our program was written and performed by music student Trevor Glowden. My Awesome Empire is a production of the College of Arts and Letters at California State University, San Bernardino. Until next time, I'm Lacey Kendall. Have an awesome week.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
Ha, yeah, y'all know what time it is. So just sit back and relax, because the show's about to start. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, hey, hey. Hey, everybody. This is AM 1050, KCAA Radio, and you're listening to Let's Talk Community here on the station. We have an awesome show for you guys today. So happy for you guys to join us, and thank you. I want to thank everybody for all the love they've been giving us on social media, and also want to thank those elected officials that have been asking all those awesome questions about the show and about what we're doing out here. So let's keep it going. Let's keep the conversation going. Before we get started with our guest today, I just wanted to highlight some of the awesome things that are happening here in the community this weekend. And one of those things I went to today was a Kcaa event over in the city of Fontana at Georgia Shell on the corner of San Bernardino Avenue and Sierra Avenue. It was a really cool event. Had cops out there, and saw a lot of kids out there interacting with law enforcement and stuff. And it was cool to see the kids out there. It was cool to see the young people getting involved and helping just let our law enforcement officers know that we appreciate them. We know how hard their job is as someone who did a slight stint in public safety and grew up in a cop's family. I totally get what's going through their heads. And then what's going on right now in the city of Colton is they got the Body concert. It's a Christian concert over at La Cadena Park, and it's going on now till about 9 o'clock. So if you're in the area of Colton and you want to have a good time and listen to a lot of different bands and acts and check out some vendors and just be blessed, that's a great place to go hang out and just be part of the positive vibe, be a part of the positive stuff going on in the city of Colton. It's a really good thing. And so I want to move on from that to talk about what I'm going to be doing next weekend, next Sunday. And tickets are almost sold out. So if you want to do this, you got to jump on pretty quick. But we're going to be out at the Inland Empire Cupcake Fair. And let me tell you, this is awesome. They have it at the Riverside Convention Center, and this is going to be bomb. So if you love cupcakes, if you love hanging out, they're going to have a DIY area, lots of fun stuff for the kids. If you want to get in, be a part of it, go to iecupcakefair.com and check it out, or you can find the link on our Facebook page at Let's Talk Community. All right, so I'm going to stop rambling, and I'm going to get to our super duper awesome guest today. I got a chance to meet these guys via social media. I was looking for something to cover for my client, Inland Empire Explorer, and because we look at the biggest and best of what there is to do and see right here in the IE. And I got a chance to come across this really awesome thing for the October month and the Halloween season. And so I want to introduce Dino with RC Haunts. How you doing, Dino?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. So we're out here talking about getting ready for Halloween and getting ready for the scaring people and celebrating all of the candy. I love the skit from one of the comedians where he talks about he'll do anything for candy. They tell him, what do I have to do to get candy? Wait, everybody has candy? I could wear that. So Halloween's a big deal, and I think it speaks to all ages, because I actually was just having a conversation with some people during the week, and they talked about how they're not going to give out candy anymore because teenagers are coming and doing most of the trick-or-treating. So I get that. I like candy. If I was a teenager still, if I could pull it off, I'd still be trick-or-treating. But you guys do a little something different than just trick-or-treating. Is that right?
It sure is. Well, we kind of take Halloween to the next level, and we like to bring the haunted house into the factor.
Yeah, and you guys have been doing this for quite a while. When did you guys start doing this?
We started doing this in 2007, and it just started as kind of a doorway thing, and eventually it got bigger and bigger. Now it is huge, and it's where we are today.
Yeah, you guys started out just scaring people in your entryways that came up to get candy, and then you ended up zigzagging people through your house?
Yeah, we did. Well, every year we kind of try to step it up a little bit more.
Yeah.
And back in 2007, it started with one prop, a skeleton for my little brother. And he liked it. All of his friends liked it. And they all started coming over, and we got 10, 20 people at the house enjoying this little doorway thing that we brought up. And as it got bigger throughout the years, we kind of moved it into the house a little bit. So the entryway, you could walk right in and see a little more things, see some coffins or some more skeletons, some pumpkins.
Yeah.
And it slowly started to evolve from there, and now it's just booming.
What I love when I was talking to you guys about it when we were getting ready to do the sponsorship article, just talking about having sheets of black trash bag coming down from the wall, because you had people literally zigzag through the living room and entryway before they got anywhere else in the house. And I'm just like, man, as someone who's claustrophobic, that would kill me. So on top of that, having people jump out and scare you, that would be my thrill ride for sure.
Well, it is a lot of fun, and we did have to put plastic up, and we had to make the most out of our house after year 4 or 5. It started small, and then once you got past the doorway, we decided to bring it into the living room a little bit, and then into the hallway a little bit. And then when that wasn't just enough, we had to put plastic up to cut the hallway in 2 or cut the living room in 3 and zigzag through every room in the house. And it became a family event and a community event.
Yeah, it's almost the community expected you to have it every year. It's like the big holiday party. If you don't do it, then everyone's like, "Oh wait, what are we gonna do then?" Right?
Well, I mean, everybody comes through the neighborhood to go trick or treating, but at the end of the night or the beginning of the night, however you want to do it, you can go for a little something extra and come through our house. And it really was a great time, and it did bring our community together. All of our neighbors and us get along great, and everybody just really expects it. And the kids in their neighborhood grew up with it, and they learned to come back, and now their friends came back, and families came back, and now we went through the whole house. We made a small house into about an 11-minute walk.
Yeah, I sat in the house, and as you guys are talking to me about it, I'm all, this is not, I mean, it's not a shanty, but this is not like a mansion. We're not talking about, 5,000 square foot house.
Definitely
it's
not.
a normal family.
It is.
Normal family house. So I thought it was pretty creative what you guys were able to pull off there. And it's one of the things that I know we had talked about it, when I was sitting with you guys last week, but I'm real big on community. And one of the things that's so dangerous about, Halloween is people doing stuff to like kids or doing stuff to candy. So I think it's like even more important that you created something that people could feel safe knowing that they could have a good time, and that someone wasn't there to harm their family, harm the children. Everyone, it was a good thing for good people, and so that's always good when you can provide that for the community.
Well, not only was it a safe place for the children to go and have fun, it was for a good cause. We eventually put out a little bucket, a tip jar basically, and all the proceeds that we got, which wasn't much at first, they went to the Children's Hospital. And Loma Linda Children's Hospital is a fantastic cause, and especially for a little community event, it's just all positive, really.
Yeah, and that the Children's Hospital could use every dollar and dime that comes in. It's not cheap doing what they do. So, so who was involved in this haunted house? Like, you have actors, you have who like. People just didn't walk through black sheeting. You had people jumping out and scaring them, right?
Of course. Well, we had the whole family in on it, and family friends, of course. And my little brother's friends got in on it. And so the whole family and everybody around us that was close began to do this and started to have a lot of fun with it. Everybody would get in costume, get in character. And when you're living in it, because we had to start setting it up 2 or 3 months before, so you're living in a haunted house essentially for a couple months beforehand. So you really you were in character before Halloween even started.
So you guys had some of the actors, I remember, if you guys were telling me, were actually from the Rancho High School.
They were. In the more recent years, we began to involve the community a little bit more, and we went to Rancho High School and asked if the drama department could help out, and they were fantastic. They're very enthusiastic about everything, and they decided that they'd want to come in and help every year. And after a couple of years, they decided to actually make it part of their curriculum, which was just the biggest pat on the back to us.
Yeah, that's a win, because
it is.
Schools don't normally change their curriculum for cool stuff. They normally like Common Core,
Yeah.
So that's pretty awesome, and that gives you guys a lot of street credibility,
It really does.
to grow it, because you're not just a fly-by-night little house where you're just jumping out scaring people. You actually are part of. And Rancho High School is a pretty good school. Rancho has good schools, and heck, I tried to get my daughter into one, but it didn't work out. But they have good schools, so that's that's awesome, because they do. I one of the things that I talked about with our new superintendent in City of Rialto was, I told him, I said, Etijuana High School had their students at ABC 7 doing the weather with Garth Kemp. I want my daughter to have those opportunities. So if you're going to be our superintendent, I want the same opportunities that better districts offer their students. So that's pretty cool that you guys were able to do that. So you have students, you have family friends, and didn't you guys have now enlisted the help of a pretty popular
Yes, we did.
haunted house, haven't you?
Yes, we did. Due to a series of events, we kind of came across something that was way out of our league, and that was Coffin Creek. They are a huge haunted area in the Corona area, and they decided to come and help us this year. The landlord wasn't able to. The landlord passed, and it was sad, but they decided they wanted to keep it going because it's a passion, and it's became a passion for us too. So they met up with us at our house, and they found us through social media as well, and decided that they wanted to be part of this. And so not only do we have Rancho Cucamonga High School, we have the Coffin Creek team coming, and we have another local haunted house called Farmers Haunted Fun House, and they're going to be in it too. So really it's a collaboration of three haunted houses coming together for charity and to help the community. And it's going to become something much bigger, and it's going to raise a lot of money for a great cause.
And I don't know if people know this. I know my friends from Life in Corona and I Shine On, they know all about Coffin Creek and the experience that they created down there in the Corona Eastvale area. But they literally had like 5 or 6 different separate haunts, and you walk through each one, and they weren't like, walking through a small house. It was like a small compound, and you had people jumping out. And we were just talking about one of the haunts that I walked through where you were in a field, and you're walking through this field, and they got this fog rolling over it, and I'm already kind of like been through a couple, so I'm already like a little on edge. And then somebody jumps out with a chainsaw. I'm just like, I can't handle this. But it's cool because that's I remember one of the prop guys at Coffin Creek last year was talking about how he had props from old props from Disneyland and stuff. So these are power hitters. You're not playing in the minor leagues anymore. This is a major league experience. And what I love, and one of the reasons that people call me Mr. IE, is because we got so much cool stuff here in the Inland Empire, and it's just sometimes people just don't know where it is or what it is, or the particulars about it, how to get excited about it. And this is one of those things. So where we're going to go into it deeper in a minute, but man, this is something to get excited about. If you like to get scared, I am not in that party. I like cool stuff, but I'd rather just be the cheerleader for it rather than a participant inside. But if you like getting scared, if Halloween is your thing, man, the players that have come together to create a spooky atmosphere and a great opportunity for you to have a good time, this is a powerhouse. I remember, I think the Farmers one, isn't that the one that used to be here in San Bernardino?
It is. And he decided to come with us this year, and he's bringing a completely different feel to the whole haunted house, where majority of our haunted house is going to be set up through containers in a kind of maze-like fashion, and he's actually constructing a maze in the middle of it. So just when you think that you've got the feel for it and you think that you're going to be fine, you're kind of thrown into a whole new atmosphere. And they throw you
a curveball, and now you're walking into
really does.
Wow. Yeah, see, this is totally for all you guys that love to get scared. This is totally your thing. But yeah, I'm already shaking just thinking about walking through this thing. So fast forward to today. What's going on this year? Where are you guys going to have it at, and what are some of the cool things what can you tell people to get them excited about it?
Well, this year we've stepped up our game quite a bit. Like I said, we started in the house, but we're actually in the Bass Pro the Bass Pro parking lot.
Whoa, Bass Pro Shops in Rancho?
Yep.
You're where?
We're right across from Victoria Gardens.
Oh,
we have the
location.
It's fantastic.
Wow.
See it from the 15 freeway and
yeah,
the mall, and it's gonna be big. We have a pretty good majority of that parking lot and about 30,000 square feet to set this maze up, and we're going to utilize every foot of it.
Yeah, when I was talking to your folks and you guys about it, your dad was talking about the containers, like you said, and chain link, and just all the people that have come together to make this financially possible. He was talking about the sponsors. They've come to the table in big ways to help alleviate the the cost, so that you guys could have the greatest opportunity to bless the most people, because you have a couple of charities who we'll talk about in a minute that you actually help operate through this haunted house.
We do.
What's it called? So you're gonna have drama school, Coffin Creek. Like, how long is the walk gonna be? What are you guys shooting for?
We're shooting for a little more than 10 minutes.
So more than 10 minutes. Yeah.
We want people to come and hope that they got way more than their money's worth.
And what does it cost for people to get in?
$8. It's really not too much, and it's all to Loma Linda and Rancho High School. So
it's Loma Linda Children's Hospital and Rancho Cucamonga High School drama department, right?
Yep.
And that's one of the cool things. One of the things I liked about what you guys are doing is in education, we always, they STEM, science, technology, engineering, math. Those are the things that they want to make sure they always have that, and that's fine and dandy. But, my father-in-law is an ROP instructor. My wife's a special ed teacher, and not everyone's going to college. Not everyone's going to be a doctor, scientist, or, an engineer. We need to create opportunities and jobs for other people. And, drama and art and music, those are the programs that are very quickly, underfunded or completely cut because we got to make money for other things. So I like it that you guys are creating opportunity for kids who, I'm a thespian. I'm not a blue collar person. I want to act. and I love the actors. I mean, me and my wife watch a lot of comedies and a lot of TV shows. Like, we're big NCIS fans and stuff, and there's a lot of actors that goes into that kind of stuff. If you pay attention, you look in the background, there's tons of actors that are making that entire process possible.
There is, and of course for a haunted house we couldn't have it without actors too. And when Rancho decided to help us and put us in their curriculum, it was just the biggest thanks, because we can't do that without them. And we can't do that without the Coffin Creek actors as well, the family. Everybody plays a major role. Our sponsors, they're just the best to us. They give us donations of, whether it be money or materials. It's every single penny and every single material they give us is needed and completely utilized. It's everybody, a lot of people came together to make this work, and that's what makes it such a great community event as well.
And one of your sponsors is a feed store that I've actually done some work for when we did a food truck event at the 4 Points by Sheraton over in Rancho Cucamonga. They helped us get a bunch of bales of hay, and they're helping you guys out too.
Yeah, they are. A couple years ago, we decided to add a little more because our line was getting pretty big on the side of our house.
Mm-hmm.
And so we wanted to make basically a tower of hay and put a scarecrow on top to talk to the crowd while they're waiting in line.
Talking scarecrow?
It was pretty great. And we met a guy who would donate them because he supported our cause. And fast forward to today, he had done a couple charitable events with Bass Pro, and his name's Curtis, and he owns a CW feed in Rancho, and he is the reason that we were actually able to get this contract with Bass Pro. He has known them and hooked it up pretty great. And so he's going to be not only supplying that, but our generators, the power we need, all the bales of hay we need. He really is a key role in this whole thing.
And he's offering a little deal for anyone who's listening on the radio today, isn't he?
He is. If you come into his feed store this week, he'll give you 5% off if you say that you came because you heard it here.
Yeah, and that's 7070 Archibald Avenue in Rancho. And actually, I used to work for Central School District, which is he's right smack dab in the middle of the district, and I used to drive by there a lot. Used to go, up that way to get, we used to have to catch ground squirrels. I was in the maintenance department, so he was pretty helpful with that. And he's got a pretty cool, it's a pretty cool shop. Even if you don't need feed, go in there. Does he still do the cat thing?
Yes, he does.
He has some pretty cool cats in there. And I'm not talking about jazz singers. I'm talking about felines, but not your average feline. Some pretty neat and interesting felines. It's a neat place. If you're in Rancho and you got nothing going on for a minute or two, swing on by and check out the cats. And they got your anywhere from large animal to small pets. It's kind of crazy that I know so much about this place, but so I don't know. I used to work in the field, so it is what it is. But so it's $8, and people can get in to get in. And what are the dates that they can get in? They
can actually come in on the 23rd, 24th, which is Friday and Saturday, the week before Halloween, and then the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, which is the 29th, 30th, and 31st. From 7 to midnight. So we're going to be up late, and if the crowd's there, we'll stay. If it's midnight, there's still a line out the door. We're not gonna cut you guys out. We want the whole community to really have a good time with this one.
Yeah, be careful what you say. You might be out there till 4 a.m. People want to have you out there. But that's cool for you guys, because that's just more money to raise, more opportunities to help, good people. So, and I know that you guys, we got to give a shout out to Amy, because she's like the social media queen on all this stuff. And it's funny, is a couple times I've heard you say we met them on social media. And she's the one that's been she's been the one that making all the contacts, answering the questions and stuff. So I know she just started your guys' Twitter account, and that's on Twitter. That's RCHAUNT, so RC Haunt. If you're listening and you're a Twitter person, even if you're not active, go on there and give them a follow. They're trying to build their followers. See them at 35 right now. So if I see it jump in the next few hours, I know that we've come to the table and we have helped them out. And then you can also find them at RC Haunt on Facebook as well. And she's super active there. If you message the page, she gets back to you pretty quick. And I know when we were talking, she said she's always on social media. So you're guaranteed to get a response on any questions you have, or if you have something to offer, because you guys still needed there's a few things. Last time we talked, there was a few things that you guys were still looking to cover. Did you guys get those things covered?
We actually did.
You got those covered. Cool.
Yeah, we did. Like I said, we have amazing sponsors, and a couple came through and really picked up where we left off, and we were running short on just a couple things, but like I said, we couldn't do it without them. And they called randomly middle of the day, and they said, all right guys, what do you need? We want to make this thing happen. We want to make it big. And it's what they've been doing, and it's what our plan is.
Well, that's really cool. And as we're coming in the last 5 minutes of the show, whatchamacallit, you're also going to have a really popular FM radio station out there for all but one of the days, right?
Yes, we are. We're going to have 99.1 out there with iHeartRadio, and I called them a few weeks ago, and just I wasn't really expecting anything to come out of it, because they're big, they're out of our league. We're just a small time public
I don't know. You got some big players. I don't know.
But this year, it's all came together, and I called them and I said, guys, we have a proposition, and this is what it is, and this is who it helps. And the right storm came together, and they jumped in. They're all on board.
That's good. That's good. And there's a lot of different. I offered you guys. I wanted you guys to come down today and talk, because when good people do good things, you want to try to use as many different platforms as you can to make them feel successful. I know we're going to be out there with iExplorer. We're going to be shooting some small little promo videos, and we're going to be taking some pictures and trying to make your event go viral as we kick off on the 23rd. But so it's just awesome to see, here at Kcaa, we're able to help you guys get your message out, and through 991 and Employer Explorer and all the different sponsors and partners you guys have. It's really awesome to see so many people coming to the table to help, because it's one of the things that I keep saying with community, is that you can't do it by yourself. You need to come together.
It's a community. It's what it is.
So I just want to thank you for sitting down with me today. If anyone has any, you're not a social media person, you've somehow avoided to stay off of all of the social media platforms, you can go to rchaunt.org. That's RCHAUNT.org. I know I've been spelling it wrong for like 2 weeks. I keep typing it in. I'm like, wait, why is it not going there? Oh, because I flipped the A and the U. My dyslexia. But so yeah, if you guys have any questions, go to their platforms and hit them up. And if you don't have questions and you're just excited to get scared, then you show up at Bass Pro on the 23rd, 24th, 29th, 30th, or 31st, and get your scare on. And I'm going to be when are you guys going to start setting up?
We have about a week and a half before to set up, which is a pretty small amount of time, but we'll be working.
That's a tight window, isn't it?
We'll be working 24 hours in the day for this one, and we're going to have a lot of helpers out there getting together and making this work. It's not a small thing. So
No, there's nothing small about this one.
Yeah, we have about 1,000 feet of fence and 13 containers we have to set down, decorate, and have all ready for the 23rd. So
well, that's very cool.
You can drive by, you'll see us out there setting up, and
and if
we
you guys
seeing you inside the haunt.
If you guys do take pictures and stuff, let's use hashtag RC Haunt. So hashtag RC Haunt. Let's get some really cool hashtag going for these guys, and let's do some awesome stuff for them. So I just wanted to talk about some stuff that's on tap for the community as we get ready to start wrapping things up here. And one of the reasons why I called my show Let's Talk Community is because I think there's a lot of really cool small events that just don't get any play. So I wanted to help that out. And one of the things is my good friend Tammy Martin Riles with the Southern California Black Chamber of Commerce. They're having their monthly meeting on September 28th at 6:30 at the Dignity Health at the San Bernardino Community Hospital. Probably bar none, one of the most active and lively chambers you'll ever go to, meet, or know. These people have a great time, and they know exactly what a Chamber of Commerce is supposed to be. You're not going to sit there. You're not going to be bored. You're going to be up, moving, meeting new people, networking. It's an awesome thing. So I want you guys to know about that. And like I said, anything I talk about, if you don't get all the details on the radio, you can go to Let's Talk Community, and then let's all get a freebie on Tuesday, and let's go to your local coffee place and get a free coffee on September 29th. September 29th is National Coffee and Donut Day, and I know Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts are giving out free coffee and donuts. So September 29th, you got to check it out. And if you have any, you want to know more about it, you want more details, go to Let's Talk Community on Facebook. That's Let's Talk Community on Facebook, or you can hit me up with Mr. IE. That's Mr. Inland Empire, and we can get you all the information. So there's the bumper music. So I just want to thank everybody for coming out today, and everyone have a good day. Peace.
You're on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 a.m., the station that leaves no listener behind.
Consider this your invitation to sell. At buysellmakeoffer.com, you can sell as much as you want for the next 60 days without paying any fees whatsoever. Sound incredible? It is, and it's true. Buysellmakeoffer.com is the new exciting way to sell your stuff online. Make extra money right now. Sell your old car, furniture, video games, household items, clothes, even your home. Sell anything that's legal. Load up your stuff to sell right now at buysellmakeoffer.com. This is your official invitation to get on board to sell your stuff right now. Free for the next 60 days. And once you see how easy it is, you'll want to sign up for more because there are no item fees. That's right. Take this opportunity to move items from the other guys and sell it for free. You might even win a Samsung tablet, Amazon gift cards, and other cool prizes. BuySellMakeOffer.com is the future of online selling. You can use Skype to talk to your buyer or seller. Plus, you can use video to showcase your items. BuySellMakeOffer.com.
This is KCAA.
Public education used to be, public, as in an essential societal investment for the betterment of all, paid for by all through school taxes. In addition to privatization schemes to turn education over to corporate profiteers, public schools themselves have steadily been perverting the idea of free education into one of, quote, fee education.